and welcome back to my channel. My name is Erica. Today is kickoff day for our Liberty Quilty and Stitchy Sew Along, Stitch Along. We're gonna do them both all through the month of June. So if you're new to my channel and you haven't seen these patterns yet, definitely head over to my store and check them out. The Liberty quilt is right here on the ladder behind me, so you can see that. I will also insert some video footage on this fun quilt. And then the Liberty cross stitch was actually a suggestion from one of you guys, and I thought it was a great idea. I'm gonna try and be better about adding those for my future quilt projects, but I thought it would be really fun to do a quilt along and a stitch along, so you can choose whichever one you like. You can also try and do them both, but you're gonna be very busy. Hopefully you have summer free, but today is our kickoff day for those. So I have a schedule for the rest of June so that hopefully we can finish the quilt and the stitchy right in time for July. All the information and schedules for the stitch along and the quilt along are on my blog, on my website. It's called confessionsofahomeschooler.com. I will try and make sure that they're easy to find, but you can just scroll down a little bit and you should see the Liberty quilt along and stitch along information there. The schedule for both is there, along with all the supplies and everything that you're going to need. So as you're sewing or stitching along with us, make sure to share your projects on Instagram or Facebook using the hashtag LibertyQAL or Liberty SAL. QAL for quilt along, SAL for stitch along. I have two fun patriotic gift baskets that I'm going to be sending out, one for the quilty finishes and one for the stitchy. So make sure you're sharing your progress. I will be picking a winner from each of those hashtags. Let's talk quickly about the quilty version. So for the quilty sew along, you can get the pattern in my store at store.confessionsofahomeschooler.com. Hopefully you've already gotten your fabric because we are starting today, but if you haven't, you can check catchingstitches.com. She has Liberty kits if she still has any available, and you can also of course head to your local quilt shop to get the fabric. The fabric requirements are on the back of the pattern. They're also listed in my store, so you can get the PDF today and run out to a quilt shop if you want to join us. Also, this is super laid back sew along, so if you are just now hearing about this and you want to join along, it's okay. There's still plenty of time, so go ahead and get your supplies and then you can check out that schedule. And if you get a little bit behind from us, don't worry about it. The whole point of this is just to have fun, so still share your progress using those hashtags. And also don't forget to label your quilt, so grab a cute patriotic label to add to the back. For today's kickoff, we are going to be working on prepping our fabric. Hopefully if you want to start, you've already done that. Today I would recommend getting all of your pieces for the entire quilt cut out, and then over the next couple days we will be working on making the flag blocks. I make all of the star blocks first and then all of the flag units and then sew everything together, but you can do it however you like. That's pretty much all you need for the quilt along. Let's talk about the stitch along. So for the stitch along, I am using my Liberty cross stitch pattern. You can get that in my store, store.confessionsofahomeschooler.com. And if you just search Liberty, and actually I think it's still on our homepage, if you just click that, those patterns will pop up. This one is only available in PDF, so you can have it downloaded immediately and run out and get your floss if you're just now hearing about this. The fabric that I'm using is just a white 14 count Aida, so it's really easy to see. I like 14 count, it's great for beginners. If you are brand new to cross stitch, this is a pretty beginner-friendly pattern. It's just a little bit larger than some of my others. So if you've done any of my ornaments or my truck of the month, or if you're following along with our house of the month patterns, you are fully equipped to do this Liberty stitch along. So any of those. If you are brand new and you're not sure if you want to dive in, this piece is a little bit larger. I think it finishes at about 4 by 9, so you might want to start out with something smaller just to make sure that you're going to like it. But how I feel about things like that is, if you're brand new and you see something that really sparks your interest and makes you want to do it, then I say go for it, because if you're interested in it, that's going to be motivation for you to actually do it. So if you like it, there's nothing complicated in there. It's just a little bit of a larger piece. The floss that we're using is all DMC floss. It is all listed in my store, and I will put it right here on the screen as well. These are, you just need one skein of all of these colors. That is enough to get through the entire pattern. So it's pretty economical to follow along with our stitch along. The other thing, of course, that you're going to need is just a size 26 tapestry needle. I used to use the Pat Carsons. They are no longer available, so I have been using the John James needles. I love those. You can of course use one that you can get at your local craft store, or that you've used in the past as well. Of course, you'll need a little pair of scissors, and I think that's pretty much it for the supplies for the Liberty stitch along. It's pretty easy. For the cross stitch kickoff, I uploaded a video yesterday showing how I prepare my kit so it's all ready to go, and then for the next couple days we we are going to be working on the flying geese border. So go ahead and get started on that. I did want to share what I'm keeping mine in. So this is my craft to go tote. I put all of my English paper piecing and cross stitch projects in here. So this is really handy. It makes it really easy for you to take it on the go as well, hence the craft to go case. It is a free tutorial here on YouTube, but you can put your stitching in anything, you know, that you want. I just thought I would share this here, and I did do a video as well on how to set up for my stitching projects, so I thought that would be fun to share with you as well. So stay tuned for that. That is coming soon if it hasn't already released. And I think that's pretty much everything that you need to know. The stitch along does start today, June 12th, and it is going to run through the rest of this month, and then the last day I think is the 29th. So we'll finish in plenty of time for July. And then I will of course be sharing how I'm finishing my pieces when that time comes. And that's pretty much it for supplies. To join the stitch along, you can just stitch along with us. You don't have to do anything special to join, but I will be creating a Facebook group. I will make sure to link that below, and I'll put it on the screen right here as well. But you can go over and join in that Facebook group and post all of your progress pics there and see what everyone else is making as well. And don't forget to share your progress using those two hashtags, Liberty QAL, Liberty SAL, because those are what I will be picking our winners from. So I think that's everything you need to know. If you have any questions, make sure to leave them in the comments below. Otherwise, thanks for joining us for our Liberty Quilt Along and Stitch Along. I hope you guys have fun. I can't wait to see what you're making and your progress. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any upcoming updates and videos. Thanks for joining me today, and I will see you next time. What am I going to use for the... I will insert some footage. So make sure you're sharing your progress, whether you're doing one or... So make sure you're sharing your projects. So make sure you're sharing your process. So make sure you're sharing your progress.